introducing the new features of the Kimberly Cruise Wagon. Now this is the off-road or the all-wheel drive Mercedes with the big four-wheel drive tires, and these are the new features we've been looking at and getting to know walking through. So checking it out right from the comfy inside, we're gonna show you the bed and what they've done behind the seats and adding more storage. We've got the shower, which is growing. It is a big door, big shower. And then we're gonna go the new electronic and the new features that they've set up here on the newest Kimberly Cruise Wagon. It's a big door here, and either door is now connected to the electric steps.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It makes it really easy to use.
No matter which one we pull open, the electric steps there are coming out, and we've got that step control inside as well. So one of my new pro tips, now that I've spent a few days with this one, is you've got these little lights here, and if you don't want them to come on during the day, there's a little switch in the top dash that will keep those lights off and not drain your main starter battery. We've opened up, huh? Now, we've already turned on the heater inside.
I'm cold because it's
We've
cold.
got the outside kitchen, but that's next time. We've just arrived. Let's sneak inside here. We've just turned on the diesel heating inside here. Now, something they've done is the bags are now moved a bit further apart. So there's a little bit more head walking room through here. And this is some tips we've picked up from all the people who've come through and seen the cruise wagons last year and now what we're doing now. We've still got a great map light here, but we're only gonna really hit on some of the great new features. One of them here is a big shower door.
It's a big shower door now compared to last time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a lot of room. You can quite comfortably step in there. There's a lot of head height in here again.
So they got rid of the bubble in the back.
Yep.
And there's little touch lights. There's a little touch dome light up there on that, finding that little thing.
There you go.
Yeah, cool. So we've got the Ogo, is it the Ogo composting toilet in there?
Yeah.
So it's nice and slick. It's got the electric button turn, but it's still a composting toilet. But now they've added vents and extractor fans. So before it used to become just a little bit steamy in there. So putting in an extractor fan, keeping all your ensuite nice and neat here. We still got the fan above, but now that the solar panels have a new bracket, they're up a little bit higher, a bit more sporty, and we can open the vent a bit more.
Yeah.
One of them definitely that was just picked out was the fridge doors. Now, something we've noticed by talking to the other owners who've had this is we open the fridge door with our little lock there, and we can now fully open these doors, just how they've set this in here, and we get that above 90-degree turn, hey? Right here in the front, we've got power on both sides of this, and we've got a new power point right out the back so we can actually charge our e-bikes or use power out the back door when we're setting up camp. Some USBs for my little lounge table. So if I'm laptop running here on this little lagoon table, this guy sneaks around here, and it is a bit of an art form to get that out and up. We've got some great buttons here. So again, one of them, they're actually controlled from my app as well from these switches. So when I turn it on and off from the app, I can also then activate it from here. So that's something I've figured out. By having it off at the app, I still get a bypass main switch to hit on that nice long lighting through there. Mm-hmm. Of course, now, I don't know, I've just got to play with it to get that switch on and off through the app or through the main switch. But that's a little look of our entrance here. Inside, new features here of the cruise wagon, and we've done this in a contemporary. So we've got this gray coloring in the seats and some cool dual stitching through there. White in the bench tops and white in our fronts. Now across here, the dual induction cooktop on one side, microwave on the other, PowerPoint's TV are tucked in here, and all my dashboard for my 48 volt system is all through here as well. So it's pretty easy to access, still look out the window and enjoy. But what we've got new in the cruise wagon is the steps. Now, we're gonna try it once, twice. Let's pull it out now. But our steps are right here, and then we're gonna put the bed down. So with these steps down here, now we're looking at the new steps. So this is tucked in the cupboard here. We've got only need one slide to come out and pull the steps out. And the trick here is that when we do this, is to make sure they lock in. So make sure your steps are locked in before we pull them down. And that's gonna give you a nice tread platform. You can see on my bed, I've got my steps set really nicely back there. But lock-ins in one, we're gonna try this out here. Now, when I get this guy back up, I do wanna make sure I'm pushing back in the middle, so that's compressed. And I've got 2 locks, 2 slides there to put that away. Making sure that's locked back in, all ready to go. Again, we've got the big drawers all through there, right? So everything's done really well, big drawers, but they've changed some of this out by giving you some more storage. And what a deep storage here.
Oh, that's a lovely deep drawer.
Right? I can really see a few bottles not rolling around in that offset storage. So there's a little bit of a carton of 6 wine bottles would drop in there really nicely, and a few little Chiantis behind. So we've got a few little drawers through here. Now what we've got on this side here is, again, utilizing these drawers, deep space and that storage. But what they've done here is we've got our water kit, and all of this is being moved up really nicely. One thing that we really want to talk about is the diesel hot water. It's now being moved under the bonnet, and so I'm not having as much hardware here, and it's external. So it was quiet, wasn't it?
It was quiet. Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
So we've got the heater on right now. That's access to our water tanks. So with this one, we've got our standard long-range fuel tank and 2 water tanks. And then we've got VisiFlow, suck water from a creek. The diesel heater is nicely tucked and boxed in right there. So we've got a heap of storage under that side of the seat. And then we've got our battery in its own sealed compartment down the back there. But that was just a really bit of a look at how they've done that and moved the hot water to the front. So lots of storage on your side as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a fair bit of storage there and what we've done with that. But the next one is, what have they done upstairs and with the bed, right? So let's just have a quick look at that. Now in this unit, what we have is a contemporary design. So we've gone with the gray in the carpet, gray in the floors, and we've got a gray and gray?
Cyclone and ash gray.
Cyclone and ash gray through the seats, right? So that's a contemporary look with a white bench, the white fronts, and it's looking really, really sharp. Really goes well with that dark.
It really does.
Dark outside. That table moves. Can you push it just to the side a little bit, swivel inside? So if you have to drop these seats down, you can move it one side or the other. We do have a table that drops over top that still fits when we want to put the bed down, right? But if we bring it back to the middle, ideally with that table, we're doing it there. And I don't actually need to drop it down for this, but are we going to put the bed down?
Yeah, let's do that.
Looking at this new frame, lighter, stronger, and it's now got a lock here in the front. So this is a travel lock we're going to use once it's up on top. I'm going to put these guys down. You see they got rid of those bags? So we've now got pockets back here and some more pocket storage down around there. The new poles here.
Yeah, they just swivel out of the way. So they're very easy to put in.
So you can see I've got it Velcroed on there, and this is us setting up inside without having to sneak outside. So one of these poles is going to come here, and I know that it's bolted in on this end, and then it's going to come across here. Now this one will do the same, bolted in, and they're actually going to use each other's supports to run that across. So what I can do just like that, I've got this one on a sliding groove there, and it goes back into its other retaining hole. So now I've got the 2 guys there locked across. We can see the tables down, seats down,
Yep.
and we're ready to come down. Now on this one, we've got it in here. It is just important making sure this lock is proud. That's just our travel lock, so we've already set that up, and we're gonna head down. And one thing before I get down here to the bottom, mattress, we've had a lift of this and it is super light.
Oh, is it?
It is, you could do that.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Right?
Yeah.
So it is really light, but it's so comfy and big. So it's probably just increased our depth a little bit there, but we can still get under it quite comfortably. And then what we do is the frame is now stronger, but a lot skinnier to make up with the mattress. Now this is coming down with a couple little feet here. So I guess what I'm gonna do, and this is what I've seen, is that I would be coming down here, and I've still got some room at the back of the bed. So I'm gonna come down, and before it hits the bottom, I can actually push it to the back. Now we're probably gonna get a bit of experience, maybe some other little cushions and stuff there, but just by doing that, the little push at the end, what's happened is because the roof is quite curved, that brings it down closer to those windows and gives us that little bit more space that way, a little bit more headboard. Now this one has a drop-in headboard for that. We haven't put it in yet. We're gonna have a bit of a play, have a look and see if it's something that we really need when we're camping, but there is a headboard option for the top there. Let's have a quick look at these steps. All the way out, locked. And look at that, I've actually got a fair bit of room there. So I didn't tilt on it. So again, we've got little feet on the front. That's solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the little feet on the front, the bars are now set at a nice height. The table works there.
Yeah.
And then I'm back here, USBs, lights, and now drink holders just right there behind the lights.
Oh, yeah.
Put the blinds up from here. That's a little bit cool, right? All of a sudden, adding some privacy. We've got the little magnet windows and suction windows. So we've got this one with the windows and the screen that Velcros in there. So the Migi Mesh screen will come in there now. But that lighting's nice, isn't it? Hey, so I could turn a couple of those, but that room lighting is nice across here. As soon as it comes down, it lights up that whole bed, and it's a new mattress.
Yeah.
Feels nice.
It feels really nice.
This is our first look at some of the features on the new Cruise Wagon and just getting a feel of what we're doing with the technology, innovation, and the constant improvements through doing the Kimberley Motorhome.
The Cruise Wagon.
The Cruise Wagon.